We are seeing a large increase in the technique known as living off the land. Now, living off the land is a technique used by threat actors where they will use readily available binaries, software applications that are on the machine, rather than having to move their own tools across, drop malware, backdoors, and potentially run the risk of generating a detection. So why do they use these tools? Well, they're signed, they're trusted by the EDR, and in themselves, they are not malicious, but they can be exploited for malicious activities. So MITRE have said there's a 48% increase of living off the land techniques since 2022. If we look at recent breaches, M&S, Co-op, they both had elements of living off the land techniques within them. In 2024, a Chinese nation state backed hacker group actually conducted a ransomware campaign against a USA critical national infrastructure organization purely with the use of living off the land techniques. So it's on the rise. EDRs are getting much better at detecting these through kind of user-based analytics, and then also there are chain detection. So PowerShell execution by itself is not malicious, but PowerShell execution with dumping of LSAS, run plus certutil exfil to OneDrive, all within a minute or 30 seconds on a host, is what we call a chain detection. Those chain detections should have higher priority detection, like critical or high, and should be investigated immediately. So there is more that we can do. SOC teams, security analysts can build these chain detections in if they don't have use of like a next generation antivirus. Prevention is also the best cure with everything. One tool that comes to mind is like AppLocker on Microsoft. Group policy objects, for example, can be used to mitigate the risk. Does that standard user need to have the PowerShell binary readily available to them? So food for thought, start thinking of the threat actors as your ghost IT team, the tools that you place on your systems, you're making them readily available for them to use.